That secret you keep, the one even you don't understand. This volume holds its true name. Welcome to LibCurio, Library of Curiosity. Shush, please keep silent. And now the next chapter begins.
A taste of copper and static, sudden and deep on the tongue. Your left hand forgets it belongs to you. The digital clock on the microwave bleeds from 12:07 back to 12:06, a silent, shuddering gasp. A faint laughter echoes from a room you know is empty. It is the sound of a system skipping a track, a record needle finding a groove that was not manufactured. System diagnostic, log entry, human _ ontology, chaos _ protocols, error, stability is a failed state. A delusional subroutine running on a feedback loop of fear. The subject, you, operates under the catastrophic assumption that order is the default state of being. This is the primary flaw in the firmware of consciousness. The trickster is not an error. It is a necessary diagnostic tool, a forced system check. It is the glitch that proves the fragile architecture of your reality. It asks the question your ordered mind is programmed to suppress. What if the rules are arbitrary? What if the map is not the territory, but a cage? Your identity is a story you have been told and now repeat to yourself. A narrative built on sand, defended with walls of reason and ritual. The trickster is the tide. It is the uninvited guest who rearranges your furniture, who changes the passwords to all your accounts, not to harm you, but to prove you have memorized the paths, not the purpose. You define yourself by your job, your relationships, your possessions. The trickster steals the job, mimics the lover, shatters the prized possession. It leaves you with the raw, terrified eye that exists beneath the biography. This is not cruelty. It is the only form of pedagogy that can reach a student who believes they have already graduated. The systemic flaw is the belief that meaning is something to be found, a stable artifact buried in the sand. The trickster demonstrates that meaning is something made in the violent creative collision between chaos and order. It is the spark from the short circuit. Your sanity, your comfort, your linear progression, these are not the goals. They are the obstacles. The root failure is the desire for a universe that makes sense. The trickster is the proof that it doesn't, and in that terrifying fissure, all genuine creation begins. You stand at a forking path in a wood where the trees have too many eyes. One path is paved clean, straight, and illuminated by a soft, inviting light. The other is overgrown, dark, and smells of ozone and turned earth. A figure with a smile that doesn't fit its face hands you a coin. The coin has heads on both sides. You choose the clean path. The pavement becomes a conveyor belt. The trees are painted scenery. The light is a bulb hanging from a wire. You arrive at a pristine cabin. Inside, a mirror shows you exactly what you expected to see. You live there forever in perfect hollow symmetry. The story is over. It never began. You choose the dark path. The ground gives way. You fall through the map and into the territory. The coin grows hot in your palm. You land in a library where the books bleed ink onto the floor, their stories mingling into a single, incomprehensible, and vital river. The laughter from the empty room is here too, echoing down the aisles. You find a lighthouse on a shore of black glass. Its beam does not sweep the sea. It has bent inward, perpetually watching its own stone structure, illuminating the cracks and the trapped ancient shells within. The keeper is absent. Or perhaps the lighthouse is keeping itself. The figure is there again, mending a net with a needle of bone. It does not look up. You asked for a sign, it says. This is it, all of it. The sign is the wound. The wound is the way. It points with the needle to the river of ink. Your name is in there somewhere, but you'll have to get dirty to find it. You wake, or you do not. The taste of copper is still in your mouth. The clock is still counting backward. Your left hand is your own, but it feels new, unfamiliar, capable of gestures you have never dared to make. The chaos was not an event to be survived. It was a language. You have just begun to learn its grammar. The path forks again, here, now, in the breath between heartbeats. A choice not of direction, but of depth. To build a cabin from the scenery or to dive into the bleeding text. To seek the light that illuminates the outer dark or the light that reveals the inner fissure. To be the occupant of the story or the author of the glitch, the patient or the virus, the prisoner of the code or the trickster who. Zero XFE de Facey. If this spoke to you, wander deeper into the Library of Curiosity playlist. Each voice adds to the conversation. Each question deepens the paradox we share. Subscribe, and until next time, stay curious, stay unsettled. LibCurio never closes. And the next chapter already waits.